Hello there, viewers, and welcome to another episode of Metal Mouth, my heavy metal talk show. Got lots of upcoming things to talk about. Well, this isn't very metal. Today on the show, I have a very well-known heavy metal singer here in Columbia, Missouri. I would like to introduce to you Adam Arcane from Painted in Blood. Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show. Not a problem, my pleasure. We already kind of have a history going on here. I had you on the show before to perform. Did you guys have a good time then?
Yeah, we had a great time. We had the Headbangers Ball.
Yeah, that was a blast. And if you want to, viewers, you can check out on my channel some of their performances. I just released them recently, so check them out. Painted in Blood. Perhaps could you describe the kind of metal that is?
Definitely not. We're not death metal by any means. I mean, you kind of get that thrown out there, especially by some older people. But it's more of we're all over the fucking map. Really, it's a lot of groove metal, really, from like the '90s, kind of like Pantera or White Zombie. But there's a lot of punk stuff. A lot of the guys in the band, we're all over the map on influences. Everything from prog rock like Rush to Metallica, and then me, I like to listen to a lot of crazy stuff like Foreigner, stuff like that. That's the dirty little secret of the band that's out there now.
Oh, well, it sounds like you got a pretty well-rounded background of influences.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see it in your music. I see here that you have an upcoming album that you guys are working on.
Yes, we do. Long in the works, gestating, overdue album, yes.
Oh, so it's been a very long process.
Yeah, I think we started recording it back in like 2011, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. But we've had a couple of member changes in the band, so we've tried to incorporate, I guess, the increased level of talent and experience coming in. You want to get everybody in on it.
Of course.
We were a one guitar band for a long time, and we went for two. So went to two guitars. We wanted to add that in there as well. And it's just been a long process, and you're trying to get it into while you're trying to tour around and perform the music, and then you go to a show and you perform something that you think just kicks ass, and you realize it sucks. So and it's like, well, we figured out that we need to do something different. Let's get back in the studio and definitely fix that before anybody can hear it.
Well, I'm sure it's a learning process. I don't know the first thing about recording an album, but I'm sure it involves lots of work and,
It's a lot of work and a lot of screaming, a lot of
trial and error.
A lot of flatulence from the guys that are, a lot of the guys in the band like to drink beer, so there's a lot of farting that goes on in the studio. Nobody ever talks about that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of like an epidemic.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible.
Man.
It's terrible. So I'm the only vegetarian in the band, so there's...
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's really hard to dub over all the farts on the album. You want to hear people that,
No, we backmask those so that they have satanic messages in them.
Oh, that's excellent. That's like some Ace Ventura shit right there. Talking out of his ass and all kind of shit.
Yeah, we're not quite that talented. We work with what we have, the tools at hand, which aren't many.
So the new album is called Carnival of Souls.
Carnival of Souls.
How'd you guys come up with that?
We stumbled upon it. It's actually, a lot of the stuff is old movie references, by and large. I'm a big horror movie fan, and Carnival of Souls is an old movie that's in the public domain, and we've got everything from ballads to your traditional heavy metal, groove rock to more thrash metal stuff. So we want to try to figure out a way how are we going to tie all this crazy shit together in some kind of cohesive manner, and we just came up with...
At a carnival.
At a carnival, exactly.
Yeah, what a great idea. And you guys are also trying to work on it's a feature film. called the Black House.
Yeah, that's actually something I'm doing like apart from the band.
Okay.
We've got 10 tracks on the album, and this one particular song, Black House. We weren't really even into the song. We did it and thought, well, this is kind of a throwaway, and we had to have some filler at some shows, and it seemed to catch on. And so the more we got into it, the more I started to really think about the lyrics, and those kind of started to change. And as we went along, I got the idea to do this film, which I haven't done a film other than short films since college or just thereafter. So I was like, oh, I really want to get back into that. And so it's coming along. It's going to be later rather than sooner because of the album and because of the things that the band has going on. So.
Oh, of course, so you don't want to rush through any of this.
No, there'll be a trailer up for it before too long, and then there'll probably be a Kickstarter project, but I don't want that to run over the current Kickstarter project that we have for the album, Carnival of Souls, on Kickstarter.com. You can look that up, give us some money.
Here's the link.
Please, money. And then also, we're talking about the album. We're doing it over locally here in Columbia at Right as Rain Studios. Our producer, Evan, great guy, works really well with us, tolerates a lot of bullshit from us.
Oh, I'm sure.
Great rates, so check him out. He's on Facebook.
And do you have any like upcoming shows here in the near future?
Yeah, we have some upcoming shows. The one I guess that I should talk about that everyone would like for me to talk about is the Michael Graves show. Michael Graves, for those who don't know, he took over for Glenn Danzig as the lead singer of the band The Misfits.
The Misfits.
Particular favorite of mine, and actually, Famous Monsters was a terrific album. Check it out. If you don't have it, please don't steal it. Go buy it. It might help somebody eat.
Definitely.
But anyway, he's going to be at Mojo's, and we're going to be playing with him and Six Gun Salvation. They're a horror punk band from St. Louis.
Oh, really?
And that'll be May 1st.
May 1st?
Yeah.
At Mojo's?
At Mojo's. So.
Excellent. He's going to have like an acoustic set?
No, this is actually going to be, it's going to be fully electric now.
Oh,
I guess
excellent.
just because of the increased interest in it, and it's really interesting the way that it happened. It was a Kickstarter project as well. He raised, I think, around $40,000 on Kickstarter to have an album made.
What?
Yeah, and part of the way that Kickstarter works, like ours, you get, shitty rewards. You get our music. So, but with his, you get good music. You get good music, plus for $100, I think it was, or $1,000, whatever it was that the threshold was, he would come play a show for someone if they donated this money to his project. Well, that's how this got started, and, a smart person thinks, well, if I donated all this money, maybe I can make it back. I can have a show and, book it here in town. So that's how it got started, and then it's kind of gotten larger. And the thing I understand about Michael is that he's very accessible, very down to earth. So if there are any Misfits fans and, you want T-shirts autographed, or you want your picture taken with him, or you want to take your top off for him or whatever, I'm sure he would be more than thrilled to oblige. So sounds like a real great guy. I'm very excited to meet him.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this show. It'll be a really good time. Are there any other projects you're working on? Some music videos or anything like that?
I always have tons of unfinished projects going on. Right now, I'm still doing the artwork for the album, so I'm finalizing a lot of that.
Oh, you do the artwork yourself?
Yeah, doing the artwork myself for the
Awesome.
most part, and we're gonna go through the photographs and everything that we, are gonna line, and then the liner notes, of course. I'm working on a music video. It'll be our debut video. We actually went out this summer in 110-degree heat
Wow.
towards McBain, and obviously we're in a band, and we're not that smart, so we didn't take any sunscreen. Yeah, so that was a brutal experience. So it's tough to revisit that and remember our stupidity. But anyway, I directed that, and then that's going to be coming out again later rather than sooner. And things just kind of get pushed off priority-wise. The priority is to get this album out that everybody's asked about.
Yeah, for sure. And when do you think we can expect the album?
The album, I would say, is going to drop in March. The last day to donate for Kickstarter is February 15th, and people can give anywhere from $1 to, $10 million if they would like to.
10 million.
10 million. 10 million would be fantastic.
That'll get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, $1, seriously, it helps. $7, you get a CD. $15, you get a CD and a shirt. $20, you get the shirt, you get the CD, and you get to come see the CD release party, which should kick ass because we haven't taken the whole traveling freak show with us for quite a while. So you'll get to see lots of fog machines and me dressed up with scary makeup.
Nice.
And, lots of lasers and strobe lights and demonic imagery that would upset your parents or upset your children if you're old. So.
Yeah, definitely. And where do you think this party will be held?
I don't want to announce a venue because
Okay.
we haven't talked to them yet. We're gonna try to get it as close to the album release. The album, we're looking at March. Kickstarter ends on the 15th of February. Takes about 14 days for us to actually get the money. And it's a 5 to 7 day turnaround on having the CD stamp. Because these aren't gonna be like Memorex, you know, it's not gonna be something like that. It's gonna be stamped, silk screened. It's like the old days. The whole fun thing about going to the record store was you went down, you got a CD, you opened it up, and you could see, oh, the lead singer played piano on this song. Or maybe he played guitar, or the bass player played drums on this. And then, you know, some interesting liner notes and photographs in the lyrics so that you can actually understand what the fuck is being said on there. I mean, a lot of albums anymore, you get it, and things are so deep in the mix, you're not able to understand it. So we're wanting people to actually, hopefully we have the depth that they can connect to something in there. We're all kind of the misfit, weird, awkward kids that grew up to one intention, so we did this. So if you're like that, then we understand where you're coming from.
Where can the viewers at home check out any of your music?
You can go to our Facebook page. You look up Pain and Blood, or you can go to my page, Adam Arcane. If you're interested in the film, you can go to the Black House Facebook page. We do have a Twitter. We also have a Reverb Nation site, which is reverbnation.com/Pain and Blood. We don't really do as much with that as what we do with the Facebook. So.
Oh, sure.
Facebook is a great place, and then also please go to the Bone Man's YouTube page. There are videos up there.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
Remember that the camera adds, I think it's 40 pounds or something like that to me, so I'm gonna look even larger than this, actually. I don't know what it is. Live performances on camera, they make you feel
Yeah, he was gigantic.
gigantic, huge.
You're like 12 feet tall.
Well, no, I think it was like 12 feet wide.
Oh.
Actually, but yeah. 12 feet wide, 5 feet tall, I think is something, close to
Yeah.
that. Now,
Yeah, short and stubby.
Very small guy. I have to wear boots to be more imposing.
Well, this has been very excellent, and it sounds like you are incredibly busy.
I am
And,
very busy.
I really hope you keep up the great work.
Oh, thank you.
And thanks for coming on the show. And
Thanks for having me.
and all your viewers at home, please stay tuned. I'll be keeping you posted with all the links, video releases, music videos, and other things. Yes, other things. Stay tuned, boneheads.